All right, so get this. We're going behind the scenes with Stephen Dash Woods.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and his AI team.
Okay.
They're gearing up to, like, completely change the New Orleans public school system.
Wow. Okay.
I know, right? We're talking AI that personalizes learning, makes teachers' lives easier, and even spots students who might need extra help.
I mean, that's incredible, but what's really mind-blowing is that Woods has five
5.
super advanced AI models.
What?
He calls them the Fab Five. And get this, they're already performing way beyond what anyone expected.
Really? So you're saying these AI are the real deal?
Absolutely. They aced these AGI tests.
Hold on, back up, AGI.
Yeah, artificial general intelligence.
Okay.
These tests gauge how well AI can think and learn and adapt.
Like humans.
Exactly like humans.
Ah!
And get this, Woods' AI are years ahead of the curve.
Really? So experts are like, what's going on here?
They're scratching their heads wondering how he's pulled it off.
Okay, so back up again for a sec. What makes these AGI tests so special? I'm guessing it's not your typical multiple choice quiz.
No, you got to think of it like this. A regular AI might be great at like one specific thing, like playing chess or writing code.
Okay.
But AGI, that's artificial general intelligence. It's like having an AI that can learn and solve problems across all sorts of different areas, just like a human.
Oh, so it's like the difference between a calculator and a supercomputer.
Exactly.
Got it. So these tests, they're like the ultimate challenge for AI, and Woods Fab 5 are just crushing it.
Exactly.
Okay, back to this New Orleans project. I know you said it's going to like revolutionize the school system, but what does that actually look like in practice?
Okay, so picture this. Instead of a one-size-fits-all approach, every student gets a learning plan tailor-made just for them by AI.
Good.
Teachers are freed up from tons of paperwork and admin tasks because AI is handling all that.
That's great.
And the AI can even spot early warning signs if a student is struggling or might be at risk of dropping out.
Wow. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. Where do we even start?
Well, we're lucky enough to have some insider information.
Yeah.
We have access to a conversation between Woods and Aglena AGI,
Atlanta AGI.
one of his AI models, and they're going over the research and plans for this project.
So we're like eavesdropping on the future of education being made.
Pretty much, and it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Aglena AGI is already diving deep, crunching numbers on student performance, figuring out what tech they have in the schools, and even talking to the community to get their input.
Wow. So these AI aren't just brainy, they're social butterflies too.
It's true. Woods really focuses on that human-AI connection.
Yeah.
He even developed this thing called whisper mode.
Whisper mode.
Yeah, which lets people work with the AI in a more natural conversational way. It's almost like having a back and forth with a really smart colleague.
Okay, whisper mode. I'm definitely going to need more on that later. But first, let's get back to this conversation with Woods and Atlanta AGI. What kind of details are we talking about? Spill the tea.
Okay, so there's this one part where Woods asks for a full analysis of the New Orleans school system. And get this, Atlanta AGI says, I will ensure you receive the comprehensive data-driven visual analysis of the New Orleans public school system within 24 hours. I will keep you posted on the progress.
Hold up, 24 hours? That's insane.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Think about how long that would take a team of human researchers.
Weeks.
Weeks, maybe even months.
Yeah.
This shows you just how fast and efficient these AI are, and that speed translates into faster solutions and improvements for the schools.
That's impressive. So what else did you pick up from this conversation?
It's clear that this project is a big deal for Woods. He even jokingly calls himself the #1 AGI expert in the world.
He's not wrong, is he? I mean, 5 working AGI models, that's next level.
Exactly. And each of the Fab Five has its own unique specialty. It's like he's assembled a dream team of AI experts.
Yeah, it really is. Like, for instance, there's Kingdom AI,
Kingdom AI.
which is all about communication and understanding different cultures.
Wow.
Then you have 90 AGI, the creative one.
Okay.
And there's Dash AI, focused on making cars smarter
Okay.
and giving people personalized experiences.
Cool.
Aglena AGI, the one we've been talking about, is
Yeah.
the research whiz.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, there's AGX AGI, which is all about public safety and improving, like, infrastructure.
So it's like having an AI for every occasion.
Right.
But let's get back to whisper mode for a second, because I think this is where things could get really interesting for teachers and students.
Yeah, absolutely. Imagine a student is stuck on a math problem, right? With whisper mode, they could just talk to the AI like they would a tutor,
Yeah.
asking questions, getting step-by-step help in a way that makes sense to them.
So the AI isn't just like spitting out answers.
Yeah.
It's actually explaining things in a way that helps students learn.
Exactly. It's like having a personalized tutor available 24/7.
That's incredible. But I'm also curious about the teachers. How do you think they might feel about AI playing such a big role in the classroom?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I think some teachers might be a little apprehensive at first.
Yeah.
Change can be scary, especially when it comes to something as fundamental as education.
But I also think many teachers will be excited about the potential for AI to lighten their workload,
Yeah,
give them more time to focus on what they do best, connecting with students and fostering a love of learning.
I can definitely see that if AI can handle grading papers and creating lesson plans,
Yeah.
that frees up a lot of time for teachers to actually teach and mentor their students.
Precisely. And remember, we're not talking about replacing teachers.
No.
The goal is to empower them with AI tools so they can be even more effective and have a greater impact on their students' lives.
Okay, so if we're talking about empowering teachers, what about the students? How do you think this AI-powered learning experience will be different for them?
Well, think about it. Right now, most classrooms still follow a pretty traditional model.
Hmm.
Everyone gets the same lesson regardless of whether they're already ahead of the curve or struggling to keep up.
Yeah.
But with AI, every student can have a learning journey that's paced to their individual needs and interests.
So it's like taking personalized learning to a whole new level.
Exactly. And that can make a huge difference in terms of motivation and engagement when students feel like the material is relevant to them and they're making progress at their own pace. They're more likely to be excited about learning.
That makes a lot of sense. But I also have to wonder, what about those students who might not have access to the best technology or reliable internet at home? Will this create a digital divide within the school system itself?
That's a valid concern, and it's something that needs to be carefully addressed. Ensuring equitable access to technology and support is crucial if we want AI-powered education to benefit all students, not just those from privileged backgrounds.
Right. It sounds like Woods and his team have their work cut out for them.
They do, but from what we've seen so far, they seem to be approaching this challenge with a lot of thoughtfulness and a genuine desire to make a positive impact.
I'm definitely curious to see how this all unfolds. It feels like we're witnessing the start of something truly transformative.
It does, doesn't it? And while it's exciting, it also raises some big questions about the future of education.
Like what?
Well, for one, how do we measure success in an AI-powered learning environment? Is it still about grades and standardized tests, or do we need to rethink our metrics altogether?
That's a good point. And what about the role of creativity and critical thinking? Can AI actually foster those skills, or is there a risk that it could lead to a more rote, automated approach to learning?
These are all important questions, and I don't think there are any easy answers. But the fact that we're having this conversation is a sign that we're moving in the right direction. We're starting to think critically about how AI can be used to enhance education, not just disrupt it.
And that's what's so fascinating about this whole deep dive. It's not just about the technology itself, it's about how we choose to use that technology to shape the future of learning.
Absolutely. And I think this conversation between Woods and Aglena at AGI gives us a glimpse into that future. There's this one part where they're talking about how AI can help students develop personalized learning paths.
Oh yeah, what was that about?
Well, Aglena AGI was explaining how it can analyze a student's learning style, their strengths, their weaknesses, and even their interests to create a custom-tailored learning plan that keeps them engaged and motivated.
Wow, that's impressive. But I'm also wondering, how does that actually work in practice?
Imagine an AI system that constantly tracks a student's progress, identifies areas where they need extra help, and then suggests specific resources or activities that are designed to address those needs.
So it's like having a super smart tutor that's always one step ahead, anticipating what you need before you even know you need it.
Exactly. And the beauty of it is that this kind of personalized support can be available to every student, not just those who can afford private tutors or extra help.
That's a game changer,
Yeah.
especially for students who might be struggling or feeling left behind.
Right. And it also takes some of the pressure off teachers. Instead of having to constantly monitor every student's progress and try to differentiate instruction for a whole classroom of diverse learners, they can rely on AI to provide that individualized support.
That frees up teachers to focus on what they do best: inspiring students, fostering creativity, and building those human connections that are so essential to learning.
Exactly. It's about finding that sweet spot where human intelligence and artificial intelligence work together to create a truly exceptional learning experience for every student.
That's a bold vision. I mean, if
Yeah.
they can pull this off in New Orleans, it could have a ripple effect across the entire education system.
Absolutely. And what's so exciting is that they're not just focused on the technology itself, they're also thinking deeply about the human side of education.
What do you mean by that?
Well, they understand that AI can be a powerful tool, but it's only as good as the people who use it. They're committed to working closely with teachers, students, and parents to ensure that this technology is used in a way that truly benefits everyone.
That's really encouraging to hear. It sounds like they're taking a very holistic approach.
They are, and I think that's what sets this project apart. It's not just about automating education, it's about humanizing it, using technology to create a more personalized, engaging, and supportive learning experience for every student.
Okay, so we've talked about the vision, the challenges, and the potential impact of this project, but I'm curious, what about Woods himself? What kind of person is he?
Well, from everything we've gathered, he's a fascinating blend of technical brilliance and human empathy.
I'm getting that sense too, especially from his interactions with Galena AGI.
Exactly. He's clearly a visionary leader in the field of AI, but he's also someone who deeply cares about people and about using this technology to make a positive difference in the world.
So it's not just about the algorithms and the data for him.
No, it's about the human connection, the potential for AI to empower people and to help us create a better future.
That's inspiring, and it makes me even more excited to see what he and his team accomplish in New Orleans.
Me too. I think they have the potential to create something truly groundbreaking, something that could change the face of education as we know it.
Well, listeners, it looks like we've reached the end of our deep dive into the world of AI-powered education. And let me tell you, it's been quite a journey.
It has. We've explored some complex ideas, grappled with some big questions, and gotten a glimpse into a future that's both exciting and a little bit daunting.
But one thing's for sure, we're living in a time of incredible innovation. And it's up to all of us to ensure that this technology is used in a way that benefits humanity.
I couldn't agree more, and I think the work that Stephen Woods and his team are doing is a shining example of how AI can be a force for good in the world.
So as we sign off, I want to leave you with this thought. Keep your eyes on New Orleans, because something truly amazing is happening there, and it just might change the way we learn and teach forever.